Hello and welcome. In this tutorial we're looking at the desktop version of the Tasks and Hazards module, which is named slightly differently in some systems, for example Risks and Tasks, but this triangular icon is common to this module across all systems. As its name suggests, this module contains tasks and risks or hazards that require further action. Like all system modules, the access and inclusions visible in this module vary according to individuals' user access levels, which are controlled within the user management module. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, we're seeing everything just as a workplace administrator would see it. It is important to note, however, that every user with access to this workplace, no matter what their role or access level, can create and manage their own items within this module, including the ability to reassign responsibility to any other user, which we'll take a look at in a moment. Items, or records as they're referred to, are automatically generated in this module by various other system activities, such as issues identified when completing a workplace inspection report. When a record is automatically generated in this module by another system activity, a pop-up message alerting the user a new record's been created will always appear. Alternatively, new records can be manually added directly in this module by every user with access to this workplace. This module features the same fundamental layout as all modules in the system. Below the module name and module icon are the main controls. In this case, there's a link back to the workplace homepage, the option to add a new record, and the option to export all data from this module in a CSV file. To the right are the module help notes and a link to this video tutorial, and below is the module list view. The controls at the top of the list and in the column headings allow users to search and filter and sort the list according to the various criteria. The small export icon at the far right of the search and filter tools exports only the records that display after filtering. And just like the main module export function, this allows selection of the data fields to be included in the resulting exported file. Mousing over the action icons displays the various options for managing the records in this module. When adding a new record, select the plus icon, which displays a pop-up form. The first two fields in the form, the date created and the author, are pre-populated, as would the description be if this record was automatically generated by another system activity. Note that most form fields have a tooltip, and it's a good idea to check them out as you learn the system. If your subscription includes both the Safe and Health subscriptions, the option to assign this record to either service appears here. The form also allows completion of a risk assessment. Depending on the combination of consequences and likelihood selected, the system will suggest an indicative resolution period. The Actions area of the form allows reassignment of the record to another user. As soon as you select the Change Responsible Person field, the list of options displays, and as you enter more characters, the options are filtered. Reassigning responsibility sends the new responsible user an email alert, and the record will then be visible to them when they log in and view this module. Depending on your access to this module, once reassigned, you may no longer be able to see the record. The form also allows addition of notes relating to actions required and taken, as well as the ability to upload supporting material and set the due date, which is actually a required field. If the actions are already completed, you can mark the record completed at this stage, but remember, doing this won't allow further editing in the future, as the field tooltip explains. When the form's completed, click Save at the bottom. The new record will now appear in the list for further management as required. To manage a record, select an option that displays when you mouse over the Actions icon in the list view. And note that once a record in this module has been completed, it can still be duplicated, viewed or exported, but no longer edited. The actions in this module include the option to duplicate any record, which is handy if a record needs to be split into related items, which can then be managed separately or assigned to different users for completion. And that concludes this tutorial. For more information about this module, please refer to the help box at any time. Thanks for watching.